welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Amanda. It's been a morning already. It is the second day of work for the school year, and it's already off to a rough start. So we all got letters in the mail and an email from our principal and superintendent of the school last week about our times that we needed to be in yesterday and today. Didn't need to be in until 8 a.m. and gave us our schedules, our tentative schedules for the 2 days. Well, I get a text message from another one of the aides this morning, and she's like, did you read the email from so-and-so? And I'm like, no. Because I don't check my work emails after, a certain time. And she's like, we need to be in by 7 o'clock today. And I'm like, no, we don't. She's like, yeah, the email says we need to be in by 7 o'clock today. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, because there's no possible way that I'm going to be there by 7 o'clock. And I'm telling you right now, it's 7:02, and I'm still like 20 minutes from work. How I'm pulling this off is still beyond me, but I'm pulling this off. I point blank told her, I'm like, I'm not going to be there at 7. I didn't even get up until 5:45. Like, still need to shower, do my hair, which looks like shit, by the way, because I was rushed this morning. It's not straightened in certain parts. It's straightened in certain parts. It's super dry in certain parts. It's not dry in other parts. Like, don't even get me started, guys. And then, so I tell her, I'm like, there's no possible way. Not to mention that, oh good, the cop stopped following me. I've had a cop following me for the last 20 minutes. We'll add that on there. Let's also add the fact that, I don't know what's going on with my makeup today. I mean, I did it. It's going there. As for my clothes, I freaking winged it. I just grabbed a few things, put them on. So it is what it is today. I also need to leave by 2 o'clock today. This day is not going according to plan already. I put in some clips of our dinner from last night, which we did not end up having stir fry because my son's girlfriend's cousin ended up coming back with his girlfriend, so it wouldn't have been enough for everybody. Luckily, the store in town had a sale on steak. They were buy one, get one free. So I went and grabbed 4 steaks, and they had potatoes there also, buy one, get one free. So I grabbed 2 things of potatoes, and his girlfriend was like, I can still make the street corn. I'm like, perfect. We can have steak, potatoes, street corn. I still had pasta salad left over from, the cookout before. And I had, the night before, had chopped up a watermelon. I was like, so we've got watermelon, pasta salad, steak, potatoes, and Mexican street corn. That's what we had for dinner last night. It worked, and there was still leftovers. Matter of fact, I'm bringing some of it to work with me today. So it worked out. And there's still some left over, so I think tonight I'm going to make some steak and rice, and maybe with some green beans. I'm going to kind of wing my dinner again tonight. I'll probably have some watermelon with it. We'll see. So that is the plan for tonight. I'm so glad that freaking cop is not following me anymore, because now I'm going a little faster than I was. I'm not like extremely speeding, so nobody get on my ass. Calm down. Today is freshman orientation from 8 o'clock until 11. Like I said previously, they meet in the auditorium first, have their little spiel with the principal and the superintendent, and then they can do their walkthrough at, I think, like their meeting or whatever is supposed to end at like 11. So, or 10, and then they have from 10 to 11 to do a walkthrough. Yes, that's what it is. They have from 10 to 11 to do a walkthrough. So, we shall see how that works out. I've already got my station that I'm supposed to be at. Forgot my bracelets today because I was in a freaking hurry. Do I have my nose ring? Yes, okay. So I had to take my tongue ring out. If anybody else has had this issue, let me know down in the comments below. I had to take my tongue ring out last night for a little while because my tongue actually was freaking bothering me. Like, it was super sore, and it felt like there was like something in my tongue. So I took out my tongue ring. Sorry, that sun is like super bright, guys. I took out my tongue ring for a little while, gave my tongue a little bit of a break, and it felt so much better. Oh my God, it felt so much better. However, little FYI, and also, please let me know if this has happened to you. I literally had my tongue ring out for less than 2 hours. Okay, less than 2 hours. And it had already started to close up on the bottom. Crazy, right? Like, I had to poke that sucker through. I mean, it went through, but I had to like... Anybody else have that issue? I mean, I know that I've had that issue with my nose ring. Like, at the beginning, excuse me, before I started getting the hook ones, not just the ones that just go in. At the beginning, I was getting, you know, just the nose rings that just went in. And they were literally like just falling out every single night. I was losing a nose ring every night just from like rolling and it getting caught on my pillow or on the blanket or whatever. And by the next morning, my nose was already closing up. So I would have to like jam another nose ring in. How does our skin heal like that fast from a piercing? It's crazy. But your ears don't. That's what I don't understand. Like, I can go days without wearing earrings. I don't. But I could go days without wearing earrings and they don't close up. I went a year without wearing earrings and didn't close up. Nose ring, tongue ring, I leave out for like 2 hours and it's like stabbing yourself all over again. Problems. I feel like my hair is going to bother me all day today. I know that I told you guys it's one of my tics that I've noticed lately is doing this with my hair. They noticed it at work yesterday too. Amanda, why do you play with your hair so much? New tick, guys. New tick. It is 7:10 right now. And I'm still like 15 minutes from work. Like I said, I let my coworker know that I was not making it there by freaking 7 o'clock. So she's like, don't even worry about it. You know, the freshmen aren't even going to be here until 8 o'clock. So it just doesn't look good, you know? Like, second day of work and I'm already freaking late. But even she was like, the lack of communication is already not off to a good start. Because it's literally the second day. And I have a feeling I'm not going to be the only one that's late. Because, sorry guys, I got to get something out to eat. I did not have a chance to eat this morning before I left. And I'm starting to feel a little shaky. I'm not the only one that doesn't look at my emails. The one aide I told you guys about yesterday, like, she refuses to put any of our work stuff on her cell phone. So once she leaves at 2:30, 3 o'clock, she knows nothing till she comes back in the next day. So I don't know if she was able to see the email. So she might not even get there till 8 o'clock. Sorry. So we shall see. Who else does it? There's another aide that she doesn't look at her emails that often either, and the new aide, she left early yesterday, so she might not even know to come until 8 o'clock today. Lack of communication, guys. Sorry. So I made dinner last night, went and did a load of laundry, 2 loads actually, 1 in each washer. My son needed some clothes clean that I had gone and picked up from his aunt's house that he stayed at before he left. So I went and grabbed them, washed them for him so he could bring them back to South Carolina. Did my laundry, so that's done. So I won't have to do laundry again until, what's today, Wednesday? Probably Sunday. I try to not do it multiple times a week. Like, it drives me nuts having a full laundry basket. So, like, by the 3rd day, I'm like, so, like, when we get to, like, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to start getting stressed out seeing the laundry pile. I need to make it work until Sunday night because the property owner will be there this weekend, and I don't want to leave the property too much. I can, but I want to be on the property in case he needs something, or in case he wants to talk about anything, or anything like that. He still owes me from last week and this week, so we'll see when that happens. But he also might give me more because of those nasty cabins. What else? I went and cleaned the lodge last night. All that needs to be done are the floors, which don't take long at all, and the beds. The bedding will be dropped off tomorrow by, today's Wednesday, yes. Will be dropped off tomorrow by the linen company, so I'll be able to do that. However, I still need to clean cabins 1, 2, and 3, and 6. Number 6 isn't that bad, and neither is number 3, so they won't take me long, and then I need to do the beds in those. My concern is he's not going to have enough bedding. When I previously worked for him in the beginning, when he first started, he was fully stocked with bedding, towels, everything you could think of. And now, it's like half of it's gone. I'm not sure what happened, but half of it is literally gone. So, I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm getting out at 2 o'clock today because I need to bring all of the garbage and recycling to the transfer station. Because tomorrow, again, sorry about the sun, guys, tomorrow starts a regular school year, so I need to be to work by 7, and I do not get out till 3, and the transfer station closes at 3:45, which will be the time that I get back home. literally today is the only time that I can get this done. I might have, if I need to, I might have my husband bring me to and from work either tomorrow or Friday. And if more garbage needs to go, he can take my car and go and do that while I'm at work. He did say today that, because he's going to have his daughter today for a little while, and she's 12 years old, but she was recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder and started new medication. And when I tell you that this girl is all over the place, she is all over the place. Her what's the word I'm looking for? Attention span is 0. And I actually mean, like, it's 0. She will tell you she wants to go fishing. We will, like, her dad has taken her down, and I've gotten in the shower. By the time I've gotten out of the shower, they're already back at the cabin. It was like they went down through the line in once, came back up. He's even like, he's like, why do I waste my time? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, but if she wants to do it, I'm not going to tell her no, and, you know, because we're spending time together. I was like, no, I totally understand that. I was like, but in the same sense, you're literally walking, you know, down a freaking hill, down to a freaking beach, and then throwing a line out, putting the worm on, getting your whole pole set up for 2 seconds, and then you have to go back. It makes no sense. And then, you know, she's supposed to be there today, and he's saying he's going to try and get some of the cleaning done for me. And I told him, I'm like, how do you think you're going to get that done with her there? Like, she's not going to cooperate, like, at all. And he seems to think she's going to. So I told him, I was like, if you think so, then okay, we'll go with it. I made it to work. It is 7:18. I'm 20 minutes late. I literally thought I wasn't going to get here until freaking 8 o'clock, like 7:45, 8 o'clock. I honestly think that only the one coworker is here, because I do not see anybody else's cars. Literally, I see nobody else's cars. So we'll see. I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so school day is over. I'm actually like 3/4 of the way back to the cabin. I've been on my phone with my dad, my husband, and then I had to message these people that do like garbage removal, because all of this garbage that is up at this resort is not going to fit in my car. It's just not. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to do 2 runs today, because it's already 3:05. I won't even be back to the cabin until 3:15. Then loading it up. Sorry, somebody was calling me. Then loading it up, driving to the transfer station, and then driving back, and then reloading. They'll be closed by the time I get back. So the property owner already knew, like I told him, you know, when I started there, I only have my car. And, you know, with him only renting out the lodge, it was doable. Like, I had room to put the, you know, the stuff in the back of my car and bring it to the transfer station. Like, it was no big deal. With the exception of the first time that I cleaned, because there was so much left in the lodge that he didn't know about, which is happening again, because he thought all of these cabins were cleaned out, that they just were going to need like a wipe down and, you know, the floor is done and the bed's made. Not even remotely close. So, I had to message these people that I know that do junk removal, and they're going to pick up everything tomorrow. So they're going to bring it to the dump. They're going to bring me back the receipt. And then obviously they're going to charge whatever they're going to charge for doing it. And they're going to give me a receipt for that. And I'm going to give the property owner those receipts because he knew how bad the garbage was. And I warned him that this week's garbage removal and linen service was going to be expensive. So he already knew ahead of time. Plus, the people that stayed in the lodge this last weekend left a huge amount of garbage. And I was not expecting it because they were not there that much. Like, they were there for literally sleeping the 2 nights. And then the last night that they were there, they weren't there all day, but were there to eat dinner. And then the next morning they left. But when I tell you, like, they had enough garbage for like a whole freaking week. It was nuts. And I think that that's why I don't have enough room in my car for all this garbage too. So both refrigerators are cleaned out. My husband cleaned them out today while I was at the school. He said he was literally gagging the whole time. I guess the second refrigerator wasn't bad because the power was on in that one, he said. He doesn't know how the refrigerator and freezer were still on, but they were on, and the smell wasn't too bad for that one. He said, but the first one, he was literally like gagging and hyperventilating and dry heaving. Like, and he told me, he's like, I put a bandana on too before I even went in there. So like I couldn't, so it blocked the smell. He said he could, and sprayed it with cologne, I guess. He goes, and I could still smell it through the bandana and through the cologne, which I warned him, because as soon as I walked into the cabin, you could freaking smell it. So that's what we're going to do with the garbage situation. Now, school situation. Today was an absolute shit show. These 9th graders coming in, holy mother of freaking God. Like, I can already tell that we are going to have our hands full. Number one, nobody in this school has used the lockers since COVID. Nobody. And this year they're expected, everybody has a locker, everybody has a combination because New York State law, now thanks to the governor, no cell phone usage in schools in New York. So technically, students are supposed to be putting their cell phones in their lockers when they get to school in the morning, and then the last bell at the end of the day, they can get their phones out of their locker. We know that this is not going to fucking happen. We know. Like, us aides, we know that it is not going to happen. Like, they're not supposed to have smartwatches, they're not supposed to have earbuds, like, none of that. Yeah, okay. It's not going to work. Pretty much all of the freshmen coming in had no idea how to use a locker. We had a few 10th and 11th graders come in to try out their lockers. They ain't got a freaking clue. We did have some students that dropped out this year that were some pretty, rough kids that, struggled a lot. They just dropped out of school, which is sad because actually all of them were good kids. My thought on it is, if you want a student to respect you, you need to treat them with respect as well. And a lot of these teachers and aides don't do that. I had kids asking me to go to their graduation. I have kids now that have graduated that have me on social media so they can keep in contact with me. That's the relationship that you should have. I'm sorry. You should have a great relationship with your students, but it is what it is. So I am back home. I need to get all of this done. I need to get changed, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, guys. I'm like a freaking hot mess right now. I'm on my way to my dad's and my stepmom's. I've already explained to you guys that situation. I went back to the cabin, got changed, well, not fully changed. I just put shorts on, because this top's super, breathable, comfortable, and I'm going to be moving shit. So I just stopped and grabbed a water because, again, it's a shit show right now. I forgot my water at the cabin. I forgot all of my reusable bags that I was going to put all of my personals in. And I forgot my moving tape. So I could tape all of my drawers shut on my 2 stands that I have so things didn't go all over the place. Yep. It's great. So I literally just bought 2 reusable bags from the gas station when I grabbed my water. And only got 2 because that's all they had. Then I grabbed myself a banana because I can feel myself starting to shake because I know I'm anxious. And I haven't eaten since 11 o'clock. And it's 4 o'clock right now. So this is going to be a good time. I don't know where the hell my kid is. Because him and his girlfriend, I almost just screwed up that word, were following me there and they disappeared. So, not sure where they are. However, my kid knows how to get there, so I'm not really worried about it. He's getting there. And of course, to add to my morning of having a cop behind me, I have a cop behind me again. This is freaking awesome. And then, gets better, guys. Told you I needed to clean those cabins, the property. This property owner's coming. Well, I messaged him and explained the whole garbage situation like I said I was going to. And I, just double checked on the cabins that he wanted cleaned. Because I just wanted to be sure. Well, he added on cabins 9 and 10 and the 4-bedroom manor. Yep. That's what we did. He added on more properties. So, I really hope that this cop is not going to follow me the whole freaking way like the other one did this morning. Because the other one followed me almost the whole freaking way this morning. So literally I'm going to my dad's. It's 4 o'clock right now. I'm probably not going to get back to my cabin until 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then I'm going to need to rush and try and get the other cabins finished. I can't do the majority of the linens until tomorrow because they don't get dropped off till tomorrow. So there's that. There's also the problem that I don't, and I think I mentioned this morning, I don't even think he has enough bedding for the whole property. So there's that dilemma. However, I did let him know the situation with the, oh good, the cop's not going to follow me. I did let him know the situation with the 3 cabins down by the water, how bad and disgusting they were. said that, he's going to be at the property on Friday. Worst case, he has to rent hotel rooms for some of the guests. And I apologized to him. I was like, look, I'm sorry. Like, those last people that stayed on this property screwed you over big time. And they did. They did not take care of those cabins the way that they should. And when I tell you that these cabins are really nice, well, they can be really nice. And then you go in there and you see like how they left it when they were supposed to be taking care of the property. Like, it's mind-blowing. However, I did let my husband know, and like, I've talked to you guys a little bit about this. Like, my husband and I are working on things. And because he's not working right now, he has no vehicle. I told you guys all of this. Like, his truck was repossessed and his bike is about to be repossessed. I'm shocked that it hasn't been. It's probably coming. He can't ride it because the back tire on it is shot. Like, there's tread coming through. So he literally has no transportation except for my vehicle. And I work. So, but as I was saying, he is on the property during the day. So he did tell me before I left to come to my dad's, because I just got done messaging the property owner right before I left. And he said, if I can go through, all of the cabins tonight, wipe down everything, like clean the bathrooms and the kitchen, and then wipe down like all the stands and stuff around the cabins. He'll go in tomorrow while he's there and do the vacuuming and the mopping. That will help out freaking tremendously. So, as long as he actually does it, I should be okay. Now, I'm almost positive I'm going to have to do a garbage run on Saturday. Because there's just no freaking way now. There's no garbage in cabin 9 and 10. No, that's a lie, because my son is staying in cabbage 10 right now. So there's his garbage. And they're going to stay with me on Friday night so I can get that cabin clean so people can use it on Saturday. But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I'm going to have to do a garbage run because I still have to clean these properties. I'm going to be using paper towels. I'm going to be, using, cleaning things. I know I need to get another bulk package of paper towels and toilet paper. I don't think I need to. No, I might need to get sponges for the sinks. But these are all things that he reimburses me for. So as long as he knows that I had to get these for the property and I won't buy anything else but the stuff that I need for the property, he'll reimburse me for it. Which is obviously, like, I'm not going to pay for everybody else's stay. There's stuff that they use here. So yeah. But I'm not going to lie, I'm freaking stressing, guys, because like I said, it's 20 after 4 right now. It's going to be 15 minutes before I'm at my dad's. It's going to take me some time going up and down the freaking stairs, putting shit in my car, my son and his girlfriend getting my vanity, and then driving back to the cabin. I'm probably not going to get back there till like 6:30, and I literally have to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning to get ready for work because now I have to be there at 7 a.m. in the morning, and it takes me 45 minutes to get to work, like up to 45 minutes, depending on, you know, the traffic situation, or if I get followed by a freaking cop again. I'm gonna be exhausted again tonight. And last night I couldn't sleep because I was so stressed out, and I just have a feeling like I'm not gonna be able to sleep again tonight because I'm gonna be so stressed out, thinking like all of this is not going to get done. And my issue is I need to be in control, and I don't feel like I'm in control right now. So I'm struggling with that for a bit right now. But I'll figure it out. I know I can get it done. Even the property owner was like, take it slow. Do what you can do. I'm gonna be there Friday. Worst case, people gotta stay at a hotel. Which shouldn't be that way. Like, if he knew that there was gonna be more people freaking staying, he should have told me last week. But I'm glad that I asked, so I was prepared. Well, kind of prepared. So we'll see. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I will let you know how it goes at my dad's. Hopefully it goes without a hitch. And talk to you guys in a bit. Well, I got what I could at my dad's. I was not able to get my vanity. That was high hopes. I definitely had more at my dad's than I thought I did. However, I got all of my clothes. Yeah, I got all of my clothes. I got my winter boots. I got my blanket ladder, my stand-up mirror, my vanity chair. So I have a comfortable chair now. I've got my vanity chair. I have my jewelry armoire that has like a mirror on the front of it. I'm a mirror freak. I don't know why, because I'm very self-conscious about myself. So I don't know why I have a lot of mirrors. Don't ask. Couldn't freaking tell you. I just like mirrors, and I like blankets. I don't know, like, it's a thing. Hence the reason I have a blanket ladder, so I can store my blankets on it. My whole back seat is full, if you can't tell. And my son's girlfriend's whole back seat is full. Got my TV. I got my undergarment dresser. Even though like 90% of the stuff is already at the cabin. This is, I think what's in it is, I don't think it's in mine. No, it's not in mine. It's in my son's girlfriend's car. It's like my, if people get freaked out about this, plug your ears. But it's like, I have like my intimates in it. Like, there is some lingerie in there. Which I obviously didn't freaking need. You know, staying at a cabin by myself. What the hell do I need lingerie for? Like 90% of my socks, because, again, I would rather be freaking barefoot than have anything on my feet. So the majority of my shoes are like slip-on shoes or sandals. So like flats or slip-on sneakers or flip-flops or sandals. I do own sneakers. I do. I'm gonna have people come for me in the comments. However, I don't wear them. Like, I don't know. Like, I have Nike sneakers that I have had for like 5 or 6 years. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. I have had these Nike sneakers for 5 or 6 years, and they literally look brand new. I've worn them like, I don't know, maybe a dozen times. I just don't like my feet confined. And, you know, when I went for my walks, when I was living at my dad's, I always wore this other pair of Nike sneakers, which I wore. Like, I wore them there. You can tell that I have worn them because they were like a thinner Nike material. They're mainly for like running and, you know, walking, that type of exercise. So that's why I wore them. So like I had that pair, and then again, don't come at me. I have a pair of Nike Jordans. They're low tops that I've had for, I'm gonna get so many comments, like 2 or 3 years, and they look brand new. And I'm pretty sure I've only worn them like 3 times. I'm afraid to get them dirty. I know, they're sneakers, you're gonna wear them, they're gonna get freaking dirty. I'm afraid to get them dirty. The money that was spent on them, I'm afraid to get them dirty. Like, they were expensive sneakers. Like, I thought I needed to buy sneakers. I thought I was gonna wear them more. Like, I talk myself into it. But then actually doing it, I can't, like, mentally do it. I have Timberland, my winter boots. I have Timberland winter boots, okay? They're black and white. I've had them we're in 2025. I've had them since 2020. So 5 years, 5 winters. This will be the 5th winter. And I've worn them maybe a handful of times. Again, this sounds, now that I'm saying this out loud, sounds absolutely freaking ridiculous. I don't want to ruin them. Number 1. Number 2, snow is beautiful to look at. To go out and be in is another freaking story. I'm sorry to those that enjoy the snow. The only thing I enjoy about it is it's beautiful to look at. That's it. Other than that, I can go without. I can go without the heat, the extreme heat during the summer, and I can go without the snow and the extreme cold during the winter. Give me spring and fall all year round, I'm good to go. But like 82 degrees right now, I can do without. Like, I'm sweating and I have the air conditioner on. I did just go up and down, stairs a dozen times, but I got everything that I absolutely need right now. My main thing was having the clothes for work, because it is going to get colder. It is colder in the morning, so I'd like, my sweaters and sweatshirts for the morning that I can take off. Last year I dressed more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not comfortable. Like, I would wear like nice clothes, like professional clothes. This school year, I'm thinking like I'm going to dress down. Hence the reason I wanted to get the rest of my shoes, like my sneakers and stuff, because I really think that I'm going to, and again, I might just be putting this in my head, but I am trying, I really want to think that I'm going to wear my sneakers more this school year. Like, wear more jeans, more comfortable shirts. Like, today we got 2 new school shirts. We got a long sleeve one and a t-shirt. So I can wear them with a pair of jeans and a pair of sneakers, and I'll be good to go. As long as I have my badge on, they don't really care what we wear, and as long as we're not dressed inappropriately, with our girls hanging out, or like wearing leggings that you can see through, which I don't do anyways. Other than that, we're allowed to wear whatever we want. They do tell us to dress comfortably because we're like, and I've told you guys this, like, we're all over the place. We have a schedule, but that schedule changes every day. Excuse me. We could be given the schedule for the day, and it could change a dozen times throughout that day. And then the next day, it's 100% different. So we never really know. So yeah, my son and his girlfriend should actually already be up at the cabin. I was a little bit behind them. Like, I honestly didn't realize, like, how much stuff I still had at my dad's. And it was a very awkward situation. I felt very uncomfortable. Even my son felt uncomfortable. My son's girlfriend felt uncomfortable. And that girl can talk. That girl was friendly. And she felt uncomfortable. She didn't even go in and say goodbye. She, like, got in her car and she was like, just grab me a drink when you come out. To my son. Like, but she knows, like, how I feel, and I have a very open relationship with my son, and I don't know, like, I'm not going to say I don't think I would. I know that I would never treat my son the way that I'm being treated right now. Because I know I'm not doing anything wrong right now. Like, I'm 40 years old, okay? I don't want to live home with my parents. I've lived on my own since I was 16, and because I'm choosing that, I feel like I'm being ridiculed. And, like, my stepmother barely looked at me when I went in there today. And of course I got, you know, before I went there, you're going to give your stepmother money today, right? And I know that that's not my dad. So it's 100% my stepmother, and it is what it is. I gave her money towards, because again, like, I've been honest with you guys, like, I owe them money, and I have been paying them back. And I've even told you guys, like, I'm paying them back. Like, they're part of my debt. I'm paying them back. And I think because they're mad at me and I said, hey, I'm coming to get, you know, my stuff today, like, I am just, like, upping and vanishing, and I'm not. But I gave them more money today. And of course, God asks when I'll give them more. It's just, sorry, the sun doesn't know where it wants to go. But I'm coming into town, and I'm probably going to lose service. So I'm just going to turn the radio on, calm down before I get to the cabin, because I'm going to have to unload all this shiznit. And my son and my husband are probably already starting to unload my son's girlfriend's car with all of my other shiznit. So, yeah. But I think we decided that I'm just going to make some rice, chop up some steak, have some leftovers again tonight. Quick and easy. So, and they're going to go fish while I'm doing that, and trying to catch up on some cleaning. So, we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to end the vlog here, and I will talk to you guys soon. But there will be a couple vlogs, because I have been vlogging a lot lately, and I'm slow to upload them, only because I'm so freaking busy right now. And just a heads up, I know I just said goodbye, but, like, just a heads up, like, I'm gonna have more time on my hands after this weekend, because this is the last time anybody's staying on the property, is this weekend, besides me. And then nobody will be on the property except for me until next summer. So that's interesting. So I'll have more time to upload. I'm going to show cabin life, whole bunch of stuff. I'm actually excited about it. So until the next time, talk to you guys later.